Hey guys, the FM Gaffer here, and welcome back to my Tottenham Let's Play here on Football Manager 2017. Now today we have three games for you. It was originally two. We're going to do three games for you, which is CSK Moscow in the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round, Arsenal in the FA Cup sixth round, who we got drawn against after beating West Brom, and then Chelsea in the league. So bumper episode for you guys, another triple header. Hope you do enjoy. If you do, go ahead and hit a thumbs up right now, that would be great. But for now, let's talk about something else. Youth candidates. So we've had our first intake day, which was yesterday, 7th of March, in game the first season for Premier League clubs, and these are what we have had. But this is not all we've had. We have we've had three other people that have automatically put into the first team squad because they are so good. So if I just I guess value, they'll be both be 0. So yeah, here we go. Darren Jones, Kenny Cole, and Ken Turner. So if you just go on reports, you can see that their potential is pretty good, particularly this guy, Ken Turner. Now he's most natural as a defensive centre-back and has 15, 12, 11 and 12 for the important defensive attributes. That is amazing for a 16-year-old. Mentals he'll learn over time, but yeah, the technicals you have to have, and a little bit of the physicals anyway. But yeah, 16 years old, born, oh god, he's younger than me, that makes me feel old. Born in 2000, that's not right. But yeah, Ken Turner looks like a good prospect for the future. In terms of the other two, we've got Darren Jones here. He can play all up the left side, mainly a left back. Looks like a good little player. Got decent crossing and dribbling for a left back, but he's also got some decent defensive attributes: 9 for tackling, marking 6. Needs a little bit of work. Good mentals, good physicals. Looks like he'll be a decent player in the future. And finally, Kenny Cole, left winger, but can play all across the three attacking midfield positions. Got very good physicals, this guy. Not so good on the on the mentals or the technicals, although mentals are all high single digits or low double digits. But yeah, technicals would need to work, but could be a decent player. Loving the ginger hair as well, and yeah, good potential on him. So looks like I've sort of I used to be that, like, I used to always release like these players that haven't got the best potential, but I think I'm just going to keep them around, as obviously we've got to have players to play for our youth teams, and I think it's just better to, just in case, you know, keep them around, see if they become anything decent, and at the end of the day we could always sell them on for some profit. So yeah, but the three best ones are definitely the people that I showed you there going into the senior squad. Ken Turner has as much potential as Dele Alli at this stage, so that's pretty good. Same with Marcus Edwards, who's on loan at Bolton right now. But yeah, so let's go through what's been happening since last episode, as we do have a lot of stuff to get through. So after that Moscow game where we won 2-1, it's just been 3 1-0 victories. First of all, this FA Cup 5th round tie against West Brom. Took a 1-0 lead in the 36th minute and held on to it. We didn't start Harry Kane and some of the other guys, some of the other sort of first team guys for this game, and yeah, we were quite lucky to get away with it. Actually, to be fair, we did dominate the game. I don't know. I think it'll be reflected. Yeah, we just dominated the game. They didn't even have a shot on target. And after the 5-1 defeat to them previously, it was good to get that win against them. A similar story against Stoke. A good 1-0 victory. Dele Alli in the 86th minute getting the goal. So it was a close run thing, but eventually we did get the winner against a pretty resilient Stoke side. And we beat Palace, who were the first team to beat us this season. So we've now beaten them. Again, Dele Alli with the only goal of the game. Dele Alli in good form recently. Good to see. Danny Rose's injury, that was just, I think it was like a gashed head. I think he's already back. Yeah, there you go. So it wasn't a huge injury at all. But yeah, good 1-0 victories all round, and it sits us 3rd in the Premier League. But we're only 9 points off Arsenal, and we have the same amount of games now. They finally played their game in hand. The reason that we're only that we're within 9 points is they lost to Leicester last weekend, which was a really good result. But we need to keep up our good form by beating Chelsea when we next play them, and Arsenal, yeah, they're playing Southampton in between, so that'd be good to see. But there you go, we play. I think this is the Easter period here. But yeah, we're playing Chelsea away, obviously, in the end of this episode. But let's quickly get into this Champions League game. I haven't really sorted out the team. We'll just do a quick pick. No, we're going to play Kyle Walker. We're not going to play Danny Rose either. We'll play because I was not in the squad. We'll play Lyon now, because yeah, Rose is 91%, although it's still pretty good. I tried not to play anyone below 95. So I'm going to also take Sissoko off for Lamella. We'll put Sissoko on the bench, however, for Janssen, and you know what? We'll throw Belotti a start. Why not? We're 2-1 up. I mean, we're not comfortable. We still have to play a very good team, but I'm okay with playing Belotti instead of Kane there. So we'll go with this team for now. And one thing I did want to mention is that in the FA Cup tie, I played Jonathan DeBee for the first time. Talked about him in a previous episode as our best young goalkeeper, and he does have really good stats actually. So yeah, he got a clean sheet, I guess, in his first performance, and he was actually pretty good. He came for a couple of crosses, he did all right for a 16-year-old, and yeah. The main reason I bring it up is that he became our youngest ever player. Previously, it was John Bostock, who is, I think, still in the game. I think he plays in like France or somewhere. But yeah, he used to play for Palace originally, and then came to us as a youngster. Yeah, he's at Lens in France. As you can see, he's been around. But yeah, originally at Palace. There you go. Came to Tottenham, a few loan spells, and then went to some strange places. It's kind of cool to see an Englishman abroad. He might even be on FIFA, so that'd be cool. That'd be cool to do. Anyway, linking to a team. The point is, we're about to play this Champions League tie. Let's get into it, and hopefully we can not concede more than 2 goals, because then we'll go through. Or not concede more than 1 goal, I think it is. Because if they win 2-0, obviously they'll go through. But yeah, anyway, 2-1 victory in the first leg. Really good result away from home. Probably should have been 2-0 in the end. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. But yeah, let's just do our best to... actually, I'm going to drop back to standard. Do our best to sort of kill the tie, maybe with early goal. Ericsson goes close, over the bar though from that free kick. Wimmer now on this left hand side. Lyon, Dele Alli, Ericsson, Walker hits the shot. Shenikov does well. Milanov up to Traore now. Coming forward, Eremenko on the ball. The Finn, Traore, Vernbloom, Eremenko, Nacho, Vernbloom. Nacho's already picked up a yellow card. That is talent. Less than 10 minutes. Dyer, however, conceding the foul there, but that's all that we're going to see. Lyon now with the corner. Belotti's there. Jimenez! Straight at Akinfeev. Good ball in there by Lyon. Belotti with a good header on. And there was Jimenez at the back post. Couldn't, however, make the chance pay. Dyer cuts it out. And it's Belotti on the ball now. Runs at the defence. Comes inside to Ericsson, who finds Lamela. Good ball out to Belotti, but he's stretched a little bit wide. Lyon gets in. Vernbloom clears. And Traore is now on the ball. And the left backs are a bit out of position, but he gets back well. Lyon, Walker now into Ericsson, looking for Belotti in a long ball. Belotti's in, and that was a chance, but he's dragged it wide of the goal. Good positioning from Belotti. He does often get in behind Belotti, but he rarely makes the chances pay. That's what I've seen of late. Anyway, Son with the ball in. Walker's hit the post. Great chance for Kyle Walker to get, I think, his 2nd goal of the season. I feel like he scored against Blackburn in the cup, or he scored at some point. But yeah, it was a 2-0 victory. I remember he scored the 2nd. Anyway, Son coming forward. Still going, and yeah, great solo run from Son, but couldn't find the net. Barcelona 1-up. I've got to check that now, sorry. I know this is going to be a big episode, but it's already going to be big. So he did score, yes. It was against Southampton in the league. It was a 2-0 victory, trust me. I don't know why I had to prove that to myself, but I just had. Traore wide now. Traore's picked up a little bit of a knock, which is good to see. Obviously not. We don't want anyone to be injured, but you know, if it makes his performance a little bit worse and doesn't harm his long-term health, I think he'll be fine, considering he doesn't exist. He's from the game. But good to see. Anyway, Lamela on the ball now. Dele Alli, will he shoot? Dyer, Lyon, down to Belotti. Should have done better. Exactly. He's having chances, but he more often than not misses them. As Walker does a 1-2 with Dyer. Walker in towards Belotti. Akinfeev comes to claim. Excuse me. Dyer wins it from the kick, but Ericsson is dispossessed by Vernbloom. Eremenko out to Milanov. Up to Traore. Eremenko. Tosic, Lyon does well. Vernbloom now hits the shot well blocked, and Nacho has it. Dele Alli, good tackle. Comes to Ericsson towards Belotti. Belotti into Dele Alli. Will he play the ball through? He does it out wide to Son. Son can get the ball in, but it's blocked out for a corner. It's now Lyon with the ball in. Berezicki away. Eremenko clears only as far as Kyle Walker. Dele Alli. Out wide to Lyon. Lyon inside to Son. Son to Dyer. Dyer to Ericsson. Plays it through. Lamela cuts back and takes a shot, but it's blocked and out by Milanov. It looks like we're dominating chances so far, which is good to see. However, Tosic with a free kick here hits a wide. All they need is... actually, no, they can have 1 goal, but we wouldn't want to do that because it would make it a very nervy time. But we've got a cushion from the first leg, so we shouldn't have to worry too much. But Belotti dispossessed there, but what comes to Walker? Walker's still going. Reverse pass to Lamela, who really should have put that away. It was a tight angle, but tame shot in the end. And Ericsson looks for Son again. This highlight is not over. Son cutting inside. Looks through to Belotti. Keeper comes out to Lyon. Jimenez, Dyer. Out to Lamela, who heads it on for Walker. Walker ball in. Belotti gets there. but it's out for a goal kick. But yeah, good play from Walker there, and particularly good potential assist, although it didn't turn out that way. Akinfiev now with a free kick, comes to Wimmer. Son on the ball. Inside to Dele Alli. Ericsson looks for Lyon. Poor pass in the end. It was a bit rushed and unnecessary, but we win it back with Walker. Jimenez into Wimmer. Wimmer looks for a long ball towards Lamela again. Needless and rushed, but hopefully it will come back to us, which it does. It with Walker here. Ericsson. Dele Alli. Will he line up a shot? He instead finds Son, who does shoot Lyon. Now Lamela. Another shot, but cleared away. CSK are proving hard to break down, but at the end of the day, we don't really need to break them down, but it would be nice to get a win in our home leg as well. Wimmer onto Dele Alli now. One thing that might be interesting to you is that Arsenal are out of this competition. They went out on away goals to PSG last night in games. Belotti gives us the lead. Finally, Andrea Belotti. I put faith in him, starting him ahead of Kane, and it was the right decision in the end. He gives us the lead at Wembley, and yeah, we're looking really good to go through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, which is as far as I got with Juventus last year in, 7 seasons, so we're doing pretty well, although we'd usually lose by a lot in the quarterfinals. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but yeah, it depends who we get drawn against. If it's someone like Barcelona, then maybe so, although we played in the group and we're quite good. Beat them twice. Maybe not. Anyway, as we wait for these 3 highlights, here we go. Lamela, sorry, the animation doesn't seem to be loading there. They looking pretty stationary, but good goal from Belotti. Sorry about that. I don't know why it wouldn't load, but yeah, you can sort of get the gist of what the goal was like. Belotti tucking it in that front post. Milanov now looks for Ionov as we start the second half. They've brought on Ionov, I believe. He was a bit of a menace for us last match, so that's kind of annoying. As was that man Mario Fernandes, but we haven't seen anything out of him so far. Lamela on the ball into Ericsson. Ericsson, tackled by Mario Fernandes, Son shot, blocked by Berezutsky. Lyon with the ball in now towards Mario, headed away by Mario Fernandes' Son. Lyon with the ball in, too close to Akinfiev, and it's an easy save for the Russian keeper. Does pretty well. Lamela now with the ball in. Belotti down towards the goal, but it's cleared away. Dele Alli tackled by Vernbloom out for a throw. But yeah, that's that. Tosic now with the ball in for CSK. A rare opportunity for them, but it's back in our possession with Eric Dyer, who looks for Andrea Belotti early. Poor touch, but it comes back to Dyer, who finds Son. Lyon now. Back to Wimmer. Back to Son. To Lyon. Lyon inside to Eric Dyer. Out to Son again. Nice interplay. Ericsson now. Spreads it wide to Lamela, where stretching them apart, but that's a poor ball by Ericsson. However, it comes back to us. Dele Alli. Ericsson. Out to Walker. Comes to Lamela. Can he get it in? It comes out to Dele Alli. Snapshot. Goes close, but over the bar, unfortunately. But yeah, good play by the team. Good passing. Stretched the CSK Moscow defence one way and then another. And in the end, we just couldn't find a finish. Ericsson's free kick going close over the bar there. But yeah, not finding the net. Let's make a substitution or two. Dyer's on a booking and the most tired out of everyone, so we'll bring Wanyama on for him. Son, I think, yeah, I haven't been impressed with Son so far this match, so we'll bring on Sissoko in his place and we'll stick Lamela out on the left wing. So we'll make those 2 subs and leave one for later. Then we're into Lyon now. Dele Alli. Ali takes a shot. Akinfiev equal to it. Ignatovic, I thought I was the end of the highlight, so I sort of just stopped talking, but yeah, it eventually was. Walker now clears to Shinnikov. I've said that name like loads perfectly, and then I just get it wrong on like the 10th time. But yeah, Wanyama on the ball now, good challenge. Out to Sissoko, the 2 substitutes combining. Belotti now going wide, inside to Ericsson. Good tackle, Berezutsky, and he can clear, and Ionov will chase that down now, and he'll be in the possession. Cuts inside, can he find a man? He does, he finds Nacho, his shot is blocked out for a corner. As you can see there, Golovin has come on for Tosic. Nacho will whip the ball in now from the corner. Wanyama heads away, only as far as Ionov to Vernbloom to Shennikov. Yeah, it's just Shennikov. It's not actually that hard. It's quite simple really, but I don't know how I got it wrong. But yeah, anyway, Lloris on the ball now, playing towards Lamela. Belotti now on the ball, tackle, but Lamela gets to Ericsson, to Dele Alli, round the corner back to Ericsson, out to Belotti. Sissoko back to Belotti, shoots wide. Nice interplay there. Really good passing. So close to their goal as Ericsson whips in a free kick, comes back to him. Jimenez off the post, and then Berezutsky gets there ahead of Dele Alli. Jose Jimenez almost getting the goal, the record signing. But yeah, not to be. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna bring off we're gonna stick Christian Eriksen out wide, and we're gonna bring off Lamela for Harry Kane. So we're going to play Harry Kane in that number 10 role. I think he is number 10, so that fits him quite well. We'll have a look. Yeah, I think he was. But Lloris gets that forward to Belotti. New highlight now. Kane is on the pitch. You can see Vernblue. Eremenko. Out to Golovin. CSK, in theory, they need 3 goals. Is it? No, they need 2 goals to take the extra time. So they need to get a move on. Hopefully we can exploit that. Exploit, hopefully, them going forward, as you'd expect them to try anyway. But Eriksen now. Belotti. Kane. Sissoko to Belotti, hits the shot, and that's over the bar and wide. But yeah, hopefully they do become a bit more attacking, and we can exploit them at the back. Maybe get a second goal, which would really seal off the tie if it's not already the case. Dele Alli now, Harry Kane, Belotti, Eriksen with the shot, tries to curl it, but it goes wide of the target. And yeah, nowhere near troubling the keeper. Jimenez picks up a booking, but yeah, doesn't really matter. Actually, no, it might do. If he misses the next round, that might be key. But we do have 2 very good... Well, we have 4 very good centre-backs in Jimenez, Wimmer, Vertonghen and Alderweireld. They've all impressed me this season, particularly Wimmer, because I wouldn't expect him to really get a game. But I've been playing him just because, you know, he's been just as solid as the other 3 I just mentioned there. In fact, Vertonghen's been the weak link, if anyone. But yeah, Nacho now with the ball in towards Jaguev, but Lloris comes to claim quite easily. And with 1 minute left, you can't help but think it's pretty much game over. Let's go overload. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I will go attacking. Just try and exploit any gaps in their defence. Might be cool to get a goal. But yeah, Eriksen with the ball in, and Sissoko can't find a shot on target. And there you go, full time. Quite a boring game in the end, but we just pretty much killed the game, went 1-0 up, and have sealed the tie, and we're through to the Champions League quarterfinals. If the draw is anytime soon, I will be doing that in this episode, as I will be doing the FA Cup semi-final draw. If we get through in this game, that I will show to you in a second. So I will now skip forward to that Arsenal game. See you guys in a sec. Alright guys, we're back here for this North London derby in the FA Cup. Playing a slightly weaker team, but I'm reluctant to rotate too much. It is a North London derby at the end of the day, but we have rung the changes a little bit. So we got Pau Lopez in goal, playing one of his only a second game for the first team this season. I would play De B, but he's currently involved in a young under 18 game against Newcastle. Same with a couple of other people as well. Yeah, a couple of people are cup tied, like Yaya Toure is cup tied, so is Luke McGee, Ottawa, and yeah, this guy is playing for the youth team. All the 3 youth players that we signed on the in the intake are all ineligible, and so yeah, we're really having to stick with the first team squad, which isn't too bad to be honest. But yeah. Anyway, we've changed both fullbacks around, so Lyon's playing right back. Oh no, I think Lyon played the last match. Maybe he did. I'm not really sure, because I was playing left back. We've got Wimmer and Jimenez in the middle of defence. Sorry, Wanyama and Dembele in midfield. Sissoko on the right, Son on the left, Eriksen through the middle, Janssen up front, Lloris, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Adebayor, Dyer and Ali and Belotti on the bench. In fact, I'm going to make a last minute change and stick Vertonghen in for Jimenez and swap those 2 over, because I want to play Jimenez and Alderweireld in the Chelsea game. And yeah, to be honest, I'm feeling like the Chelsea game is a little bit more important, but it's Arsenal at the end of the day. They have fielded a very youthful, a second-rate side. I mean, you've got to say that this is. They got Welbeck playing up front. I mean, Walcott's probably first-team player. So is Xhaka, I guess. Mustafi's playing at right back. But they got the likes of Holding, Elneny, Dragomir. I assume he's a new signing, or is he just a okay, he's not a new signing. He's just a young Romanian. Iwobi's fringe player. Ospina, I mean, you'd expect Czech, and same with sort of Gabriel as well. They've got a very inexperienced bench as well, so in theory we've got the better team on paper, and we've definitely got the better bench. So let's apply the advice to the team, and let's go I expect nothing from a win, but a win from this match. Okay, it didn't go too great, but we'll do some Eye of Faiths, try and get them going, and yeah, looks good. Alright, so we got some good reaction there. Hopefully we can take the victory. It'll be good to win our second North London derby this season. But if we do go out this stage, not the end of the world. The Premier League really is the most important competition to focus on this season at least. And yeah, we want to be getting as close to winning it as possible. Arsenal title rival. Maybe it would be good to win this match and sort of for morale, particularly Arsenal's morale. Hopefully it means that they have less momentum and will go on to lose loads of games, which would be great. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever happens here, I did live comment because it was a North London derby. If it was like against Rochdale or someone like that, I would have just skipped and done the Chelsea game as well. But yeah, so it's an Arsenal game, and you know what? I want to win, obviously, as they have take the lead, of course. Danny Welbeck gets his first goal of the season, sorry, his fourth goal of the season, and Arsenal take the lead here 10 minutes in. To be honest, yeah, with looking at the team sheets, you'd expect us to win it. Yes, it's at the Emirates. They do have home support, but I'd say on paper our team is better. So I'm a little bit disappointed with this. Yeah, where we played it through. I've got the highlight speed on a little bit too fast. I'm just going to get that down a bit. So yeah, Welbeck poking past Powell in our goal and getting Arsenal into the lead. Rob Holding with a free kick. Didn't know he was very good at free kicks, but apparently he is. And yeah, he takes that one, but he hits it wide. So now we're up against it a bit in this game. Eriksson into Janssen, however. We have a chance here. Son goes wide, comes inside, and Ospina makes the save. I'm going to go to a standard mentality rather than control, as Lyon plays into Dembele. Back to Wimmer. Into Dembele. To Janssen. Plays it through. Eriksson! Should have done better. Hits it wide. Unlucky from Eriksson. And Arsenal get away with that one a bit. Xhaka now on the free kick. Hits it just wide. But yeah, not troubling Powell at all. And Eriksson now with a free kick of our own. Gabriel heads it out. Away with this could be a counter-attack for Arsenal. Walcott on the ball. Walcott still finds Welbeck. Welbeck. Vertonghen, good challenge. And now can we counter? Son back to Kazawa. Plays it up to Son. Dembele. Son. Eriksson. Looking for Janssen. That's a poor ball that comes to Rob Holding. Gibbs now. Wimmer cuts it out. Sissoko. Sissoko, can you play it inside? Yes. Eriksson back to Sissoko. Good work. Sissoko drives. He's got a man on the overlap, but he goes alone and gets in, and Son's there. Ospina, however, makes the save. Good ball in from was it Sissoko or was it Lyon in the end? I think it was Sissoko. And yeah, unlucky Son from the header. Probably should have done a little bit better. Maybe got a bit more power on it, but Ospina got there in time, and Janssen fails to make that pass through. Elneny cuts out, and it's Dragomir on the ball now. Xhaka. Xhaka finds Elneny, looking for Iwobi. Iwobi cuts it in, and Paul Lopez turns it behind. Good save at the front post by him. Walcott cleared away by Dembele at the front post, and yeah, we get away with that one. But the highlight's still going on. Gibbs into Iwobi now. Iwobi finds Welbeck. Good tackle, Dembele. Can we counter? But no, Gabriel cuts it out. Gibbs, Gabriel now. Into Xhaka. Xhaka looks for Iwobi. Round the corner to Welbeck. Welbeck gets into a bit of space, and pow! With a good save. Our probably third choice keeper. Yeah, he does really well there, and that's out from a goal kick off Welbeck in the end. Powell now with a goal kick of his own. Gabriel wins a bit, comes to Wanyama. Sissoko on the ball, through to Eriksson. Good passing play. Janssen looks for Son. Mustafi heads back, but Dragomir only finds Vertonghen. Dembele, Wanyama finds Eriksson. Can he play the ball through? Sissoko. Sissoko out to Lyon. Gets the ball in towards Eriksson. Dragomir away. Only as far as Wanyama. Dembele. Can he slip it through to Son? Mustafi does well. The experienced head of the German centre-back. And now Welbeck gets past Wimmer, and Welbeck tries to sort of chip it. And yeah, it doesn't go well for him. I'm going to drop back into the counter, and I'm going to exploit the flanks a bit more as we are in a new highlight now. Rob Holding into Theo Walcott. Dragomir on the ball. Don't actually know his first name. I'm just calling him Dragomir. But yeah, Dragomir on the ball. Dembele wins it back. Sissoko, Eriksson to Sissoko towards Janssen, but Xhaka gets there, and Gabriel Holding up towards Welbeck. Good win by Vertonghen. Gibbs, Dragomir, Xhaka. Good cut out by Dembele. Janssen. Can we do anything with it? He finds Sissoko out wide. Sissoko gets the ball in. Janssen's there, and that's an equaliser. Bit of poor defending there from Arsenal, it has to be said. Sissoko's ball, I think it bounced. You can never let that ball bounce in the box. Sissoko's ball in, bounces, and then Janssen on his left foot managed to stick it past Ospina. Vincent Janssen with the goal, and we're back level here at half time. And yeah, I'd say if we can get a goal, we can win this match. That's definitely the case. And yeah, we'll get on with the game as Arsenal come forward, and Wanyama's going to get sent off. Oh no, he's not. Okay, it's fine. Wanyama does not get sent off, and we managed to. Yeah, I'm going to take him off soon. Actually, Xhaka lost the ball to Vertonghen there, but it comes to Gabriel, who looks over for Theo Walcott inside towards Welbeck, who gives Arsenal the lead again. Danny Welbeck with his 5th goal of the season now, and we have to come again. Gabriel with the ball over the top. Walcott heads it in, and on the half volley, Theo Walcott. Sorry, not Theo Walcott. Danny Welbeck puts it past Powell for his second, but we have an insta highlight here as Sissoko finds Lyon. Can he swing in an early cross? Sissoko, Dembele, Up to Janssen. Janssen out to Sissoko. Through to Ericsson! Damn it. Should have got that on target there, but hits it over the bar. Swung it a bit too violently. We're going to bring off Wanyama now because I'm just scared of what he'll do. And we're going to also bring off Ericsson. I don't think he had a very good game. We'll bring on Ali and we'll leave it there for now. Mustafi, cut out by Kazawa. Dembele into Ericsson, but lost to El Neni. Xhaka, Welbeck. Wanyama, good challenge. Careful, Wanyama. You're literally just about to come off. Kazawa, back to Pau. Looking for Janssen, but Gabriel gets there first. And Xhaka, Gabriel to Gibbs to El Neni. Out to Gibbs. Into Iwobi. Iwobi. Will he shoot? He's still going. He does shoot, but it's wide of the goal. And it was probably Pau had it covered anyway. But yeah, we make those two substitutions now. Mustafi not picking up a yellow. Eric Dyer now with a free kick on target, but Ospina equal to it. And yeah, good shot there. And he finds Welbeck with his distribution. Xhaka on the ball now. Finds Walcott, who skins his man. Gets the ball in. And Iwobi's there at the back post, but can only find the side netting. Good opportunity there. Well played by Walcott out wide. But yeah, the man at the back post couldn't do anything about it. Xhaka. El Neni. Xhaka into Hines. Hines on the ball. El Neni hits the shot, but that's wide of the goal. And yeah, well played from Arsenal, but they can't get the goal. And I probably will make our third change soon because we're not looking like we're creating anything. Maybe if I go on attacking. Xhaka with the free kicks comes straight back to him off the wall. Rob Holding now. Xhaka. Dele Alli fouls him, and it's another free kick. Xhaka once again steps up. Will he shoot again? He does, but it's over the bar this time. And Iwobi's come off for Reece Nelson, I guess that is. We've gone attacking, but straight away it looks like Arsenal are going to have a highlight. And Xhaka into Hines, into El Neni. Welbeck should be scoring that. Does score it, and yeah, I'm going to just go back to standard because it looks like Arsenal are going to win this game. I will make our final change, which is to bring on Adebayor for Vincent Janssen. Why not? I know he can't really play complete forward, but yeah, we're doing it anyway. On comes Adebayor, and if he can win us this game, I mean, if anyone can, he can. So Dembele now up to Adebayor. Great ball out to Son, actually. Can he play it back? Dele Alli? Dele Alli hits the shot, and it's wide. But yeah, good opportunity. I am going to go back on attacking because, I mean, we've got nothing to lose, really, at the end of the day. So we might as well go for the game. Son on the ball now. Dele Alli. Can he find Adebayor? He instead finds Sissoko. Should have done better. Should be finishing that. He took a bit of a heavy touch, and it reduced the angle for him to shoot into. Xhaka's free kick blocked by the wall once more. Holding now. Hines back to Holding. Out to Gibbs, who has a bit of space on this side. Gibbs in. Powell gets a hand to it. Comes to Nelson. Kazawa wins the free kick. Wins the goal kick off Nelson. Wimmer now up this end. Does a 1-2 with Son. And it's Kazawa now gets the ball in. Ospina gratefully clutches it to his chest and kicks out. Walcott to Wimmer. To Kazawa. To Dembele. Son. Son into Adebayor. Into Dele Alli. One more to Sissoko. Can he get it in? He does eventually. He comes back to him. Sissoko. Dele Alli! And that is 3-2. And there are 7 minutes to go in this game. We definitely have a chance. Sissoko got the second ball in. Came to Dele Alli, who on the turn smacked into the bottom left corner as he looked here. And yeah, Ospina had no chance. Can we go on to get an equaliser and send this to a replay? Walcott on the ball coming forward for Arsenal. Xhaka. Walcott. Hines hits it wide. Good opportunity. And that's going to be the end. So we're going to go overload, see if overload works, which I doubt it will. It'll probably just end the game, but it is a highlight, albeit an Arsenal one for now. El Neni into Hines, out to Mustafi. Can he get a ball in? He does. Vertonghen puts that behind for a corner. Can we counter from this corner and get that much desired equaliser? As Nelson lines it up, gets in. Dembele gets the first header away, but it goes to an Arsenal shirt. And Nelson only finds Pau. Let's get it clear quickly, Pau. He puts it down. Up to Adebayor, who does not win it. Comes back straight to Pau, though, who will hopefully distribute it towards the strikers. Come on. Haven't got long left. He does. But it comes straight to Holding. He finds Walcott, who's offside. And Vertonghen now takes the free kick to Kazawa to Dembele. I don't know why it keeps pausing. What's... It seems weird. Why is it doing this? Alright, Dyer with a free kick. Comes to Sissoko. I don't know what happened there, but... Yeah, okay, there's 12 time. I don't know what happened at the end there. It kept sort of pausing the action. I don't know whether you guys sort of noticed that. But yeah, there you go. At the end of the day, 3-2. We played well. We just could not get the win. Good hat-trick from Welbeck. And we unfortunately lose the North London derby. And are out of our second cup competition. However, FA Cup and League Cup, not the most important in the world. As you can see, we went up to Everton there. Sad to lose a North London derby, but yeah, we put a good fight up, but we just could not get that equalised in the end. Chelsea game up next, so I'll see you guys for that. Alright guys, we're back for the final game of this episode against Chelsea. Disappointing 3-2 loss to Arsenal, but you know, the Premier League is what's important, and this is the first game in the Premier League in this episode, so we definitely want to win it. Chelsea away, it's going to be tricky, and Harry Kane did get injured actually in between these two games, out for 7 to 10 days, so a small injury, but enough to keep him out of this game. So team-wise, this is it. Hugo Lloris in goal, Walker and Rose as fullbacks, Alderweireld and Jimenez in the centre-back positions, Eric Dyer and Ali in the middle of midfield, with Lamela on the right, Eriksen on the left, Janssen through the middle, Belotti up front, De Bee, Wimmer, Wanyama, Sissoko, Vertonghen, Dembele and Son on the bench to come on if necessary, but hopefully they... Wait, did they say Pep Guardiola is manager of Chelsea? Is that what it said? I know they sacked Conte because they were doing quite badly, but yeah, no, it's Marcelo Bielsa now, Argentinian. I assume he managed Argentina. Nope. Oh, he did at one point. Then Chile, then Bilbao, then Marseille, and now he's at Chelsea. So Marcelo, Bielsa is the new Chelsea manager. But yeah, I think Pep is still at City. I've got to check this now. Nope, didn't mean to click on that. No, well, where am I going? Let's click here. Yeah, Pep's still in charge. And let's just check the Mourinho. Yeah, he's still in charge. So yeah, that's that. Let's get on with the game now against Bielsa's Chelsea and give it our best shot as Janssen plays it towards Walker. Hazard doing his defensive duties there. As we begin, Matic into David Luiz, who looks like he's in a very advanced position, maybe defensive midfield or something like that. And yeah, he tests, well, he doesn't test, but shot on goal goes wide, and that throw into Lloris's palms, who clears towards Belotti, but it's won by Ivanovic. Dyer with a good block there, but still with Oscar. Walker should cut out, but only as far as Pedro. Pedro goes wide, gets it in towards Willian. Hazard's there, and 1-0 Chelsea already. Why am I on control? I need to stop that. I need to change it to like at least standard, because standard is never really bad. And control can work for you, but sometimes it just does not at all. And yeah, good ball over the top from Pedro. Willian nodded it back across, and there was Hazard arriving on the volley to give Chelsea an early lead. Not a good start at all. We prefer to have 2 wins and a loss than 1 loss and 2 wins this episode. And yeah, obviously, hopefully we can get back into this game. As Eriksen looks for Janssen, but it comes to Chelsea now, and Oscar on the ball. Chelsea are looking a bit frighteningly good so far. David Luiz to Oscar. They're playing the ball around nicely as Alderweireld gets that clearance. Now Matic on the ball. David Luiz. Oscar. Pedro. Lloris is equal to that. I will just check. I assume their form is quite good since they've had their new manager. Well, okay, they lost to Derby and they played West Ham 3 times in a row in 3 different competitions. Wow. Oh, okay, 4 times in 5 games. So they drew in the FA Cup, drew with Liverpool, and then beat them in the League Cup final, won the replay, and then drew with them in the league. Wow, they've seen a lot of each other. Hopefully they will do what they did against Derby to us and lose 3-2. That'll be great. But doesn't look likely so far, as David Luiz has a throw on the right hand side. Dele Alli heads that away only as far as Pedro. Pedro runs at the defence. It comes to David Luiz, who takes a shot, and that is very, very far wide. Lloris now with a goal kick. Eriksen underneath that. David Luiz, however, wins it. It comes to Willian. Willian takes on Rose. Rose wins it back nicely. Eric Dyer. Dele Alli finds Belotti. Can he hold it up? He does. He finds Janssen. Janssen looks for Belotti on the return. Belotti's through on goal, and Belotti should have done better. He had the time there and should have put it past Courtois, I guess. Eriksen. Jimenez! Free header. He really should be doing better than that. We've had 2 chances in very quick succession that perhaps should have led to goals. Pedro on the ball now. It looks like Pedro's playing up front, which is a bit weird. Hazard now. David Luiz hits the shot, and Lloris makes the save. Corner to Chelsea. Hazard now whipping it in. Lamela's there, and it will come to a Tottenham player, Alderweireld, who finds Belotti, but who loses it to David Luiz very easily there. David Luiz has seemed dominant in his, I assume, defensive midfield role. Terry on the ball now. Finds Matic. Back to Terry. Terry goes all the way back to Courtois. Courtois plays it forward. Jimenez wins that on the header. Can Belotti hold it up? He can, but he was offside, so it doesn't really matter. David Luiz now on the ball in a new highlight. Matic to Oscar to Hazard. Round the corner from Marcos Alonso. Good block from number 10, Belotti or Janssen, I guess. Hazard now with... Oh wait, no. Number 10's Kane, isn't it? No, it's Lamela. Okay. I'd probably put Kane as number 9. Pedro hits his... gets his cross blocked by number 11, whoever that is. Dele Alli now on the ball, however, from the corner. Looks for Belotti. Comes to Dyer, who finds Belotti again. Belotti out to Walker. Walker, can he skin his man? Marcus Alonso does really well and finds Pedro. Dele Alli, however, cuts out the pass. David Luiz as well. Eriksen gets it through, though, to Belotti. He was centre of goal, to be fair. Didn't have a lot of choice to where... Well, okay, I guess he did have a choice, but didn't have a lot of space on the goal to shoot it into, and he hits it wide. Eric Dyer now. Walker. Eric Dyer. Dele Alli. Into Belotti. Can he slip that through? He can. Vincent Janssen gets the shot on target. Good save from Courtois, though. Well played between Belotti and Janssen there. Walker with the ball in. Alderweireld takes it down. Finds Dele Alli. Shoot! He does shoot, and he equalises. Looked like he took a little bit too much time there, but it went in the back of the net, and that's all I care about, and he gives us the equaliser, which has been deserved after the last couple of minutes play. Alderweireld took the corner down, laid it back for Ali, took a couple of touches and slammed it past Courtois. Willian, however, with the free kick just over the bar. But yeah, we get the equaliser away at Chelsea, which is fantastic. Eriksen now. Alderweireld finds Rose. Get a ball in. Belotti! Oh, he's hit it straight at Courtois. Rose got to the byline really nicely, cut it back, and Belotti's shot, saved by Courtois magnificently. Belotti's now through on goal, hits the shot again. Good save from Courtois. We're thoroughly in the driving seat right now as Chelsea clear the ball away. As I say that, however, they do have a chance, but Jimenez nods away David Luiz's throw. It's now Ivanovic, Oscar, Terry. Ivanovic looks for a good ball for Marcus Alonso, cuts back, and Jimenez tackles him very nicely indeed. And Lamela on the ball now. Ali loses it to Oscar, but manages to win it back to Janssen. Lamela, Ali, through towards Belotti, who in a wide position, but Belotti was offside. And that'll go into Chelsea possession. David Luiz now, long throw, comes to Oscar. Lloris equal to it. And yeah, Luiz's throwing sometimes a bit dangerous, but Willian's free kick now into Pedro. Pedro towards David Luiz. Lloris out quickly to smother that and not letting Luiz on that at all. Lamela heads it down to Belotti. Janssen's through. Janssen! He had about 7 defenders converging on him in the end, but it was a good save from Courtois, and we're creating lots of opportunities now, which is good to see. Lamela back to Dele Alli, ball in towards Belotti. Hazard gets that away now to David Luiz, and Willian. Can Chelsea counter-attack? Willian, Danny Rose, really good tackle, brings it forward into Dele Alli now. Janssen into Belotti. Belotti spreads it wide. It's Walker on the ball now. Walker, can he get a ball in? Marcus Alonso defends it well, out for a corner. It will now be, who is this to swing it in? Lamela on the ball. David Luiz heads away, only as far as Eriksen. Lamela. Oh, okay, good tackle by, I guess it was Hazard, on the edge of the box there, and comes away in Chelsea possession. Pedro finds David Luiz now, who goes on a bit of a run. It comes to Willian now, cuts the byline. Jimenez gets away. Luiz now, that's over the bar, and yeah, good defending from Jimenez there. He's been good so far this match. Another long throw from David Luiz. Eric Dyer heads it away. It comes back to him though. Hazard on the ball. He had a bit too much time there. I mean, it was poor defending from us. We should have closed him down a little bit quicker. But yeah, okay, Belotti's offside a lot. I think they're playing some sort of offside trap or something. We're gonna go deep lying forward. Deep lying forward on attack. Hopefully that will beat their offside trap idea. Also, I don't know whether that actually will make a difference, but we'll see. Dele Alli on the ball now. Janssen gets fouled by Matic, and oh, okay, it looks like Eric Dyer's picked up a bit of an injury, but okay, it's not coming up with the orange cross, so it looks like we're fine. Free kick to us. Eriksen loses it, but Janssen was back. Dele Alli out to Walker, swinging a ball, and that's a poor ball, and it goes out of play. I want these tactical changes to go through, and they do. There you go. I also want to move the inside forward onto attacking roles, so they come in support of that deep line forward of Belotti. A bit like playing a false 9 formation, and the sort of right wingers and left wingers are a bit more advanced than they normally would be. It's Lamela now on the ball. Janssen. Dele Alli finds Belotti. Belotti to Lamela. Lamela back to Eric Dyer. Dele Alli now finds Walker. Can he swing in a ball? Instead goes back to Lamela. Dyer again out to Walker, and Walker's offside this time. Stop! I hate that offside trap. I'm just gonna slightly deeper. Hopefully that just shifts all the team a little bit back a bit, and we won't be caught offside as much. Courtois into Terry now. Terry into Walker, comes back to Lamela. Lamela to Dele Alli. Janssen, Belotti into Lamela. I can't find him, but Belotti wins it back. Dele Alli, Janssen. Ali out to Eriksen. Belotti, can he find wide to Rose? Rose to swing it in, but it's well blocked by, I assume, Aspilicueta, and out for a throw. Jimenez now into Dele Alli. Willian does well and clears it to Hazard, who finds Pedro. Who is that? A robot. Pedro on the ball. Oscar. Alderweireld. Comes to Willian. Cuts it back. Hazard's there. Well saved by Lloris. I can't click on him. Oh my god, I'm such a failure. Yes, Ivanovic. Okay, it's Ivanovic. Lloris now clears towards Lamela. Hazard on the ball. Walker, good tackle, but David Luiz gets it to Pedro, and Williams now down the byline in towards the back post. Walker gets it clear, but Hazard on the ball. Matic, David Luiz with space. Matic, back to David Luiz. Looks for Marcos Alonso, who's got a crossing opportunity. Hazard finds Pedro, it's blocked, and away towards Ivanovic. Oscar on the ball now, but yes, we managed to scramble it away, and it's still not the end of the first half. Walker now into Lamela. There's been so many highlights in this half. Ericsson hits the shot, comes back to Lamela. Lamela back to Walker. Good ball in towards Belotti. Oscar can get it clear now to Pedro. And Pedro will look for Willian, but Rose cuts it out. And there you go, half time. We've done all right there to get in at 1-1. And yeah, I can't remember what I said. I said give these fans their money worth, I think. I mean, it is a local derby at the end of the day. So they'll be enjoying that. And yeah, he got some good reactions. That's good. Alderweireld looks like he's going to get yellow here, which he indeed does. First yellow of the game for anyone. Which second half in a Chelsea versus Tottenham match is pretty good for yellow cards after last season's performance in real life. But yeah, Alderweireld getting a booking, and Chelsea coming forward. Kyle Walker's fouled Pedro and gets the second yellow card. Here we go, this is more like it. Willian now on the free kick, but it's over the bar and not going to trouble Lloris. Lloris now on the on the goal kick towards Ericsson. Ivanovic heads it down. Dele Alli now. Vincent Janssen into Lamela. Out towards Ericsson. Ivanovic concedes the corner poorly, and it's now a chance for Walker to whip it in towards the front post. Alonso gets it away. Ericsson gets it on the ball though. Dele Alli. Eric Dyer. Dele Alli loses it to Pedro, and Ivanovic out to Willian now. Just about keeps it on and looks for Pedro. Pedro on the ball now. Hazard's got some space, but he's offside. Ha! We're playing the offside trap now, even though we're not. I said for the defence to drop deeper, but doesn't really matter. Walker on the ball now. Can he swing at the ball? And there's Ericsson! And we take the lead. Christian Eriksen gives us the lead for the first time at Stamford Bridge. That is fantastic play. Eric Dyer out to Walker, who skins his opponent, whips in a ball, and there's Eriksen on the volley to put it into the back of the net, and we lead by 2-1. As it stands, we're decreasing the gap with Arsenal to 5 points, which will be fantastic. Jimenez now on the ball over the top towards Belotti. It'd be good if we can challenge them for the title later on in the season. Well, okay, it's pretty near. We've only 9 games left now in the season, so we're, I mean, I guess it's like mid-March, I think. So yeah, it's this sort of time of season that we really need to push if we want to catch them. We have got a North London derby in the league yet to come, so if we win that, we will be 2 points closer, and we haven't got another game against Manchester United. So, in fact, like if we win all the rest of their games, Man United have got it in their hands if we win all our games. But yeah, that's a bit of a hypothetical situation. Ericsson looks for Belotti. Cahill now on the ball, back to Courtois. Courtois, I assume, will pump this downfield. He does. Rose underneath it. Ericsson inside to Dele Alli. Over the top towards Belotti. Cahill wins it. Oscar now on the ball. Oscar up to Pedro. Pedro turns his man. Finds Willian. Willian cuts it across, and Walker had to be there. And he was to get that behind for a corner. Hazard now with the ball in. Dele Alli away. Just got to make sure that we're not on like comprehensive. We are on comprehensive. I was going to say, I've done a lot more highlights than usual. I don't remember putting it on comprehensive, but we've switched to extended now. Hopefully that'll make this go a little bit quicker. That's going to be annoying because this is a 3-game episode and I've just made it go on for a little bit longer, which is annoying. So I apologise if this is like a 45-minute episode, but you know, more of me, so good for you guys. Anyway, David Luiz, Willian, Lloris with the save, comes out, Janssen manages to get it clear, and Alonso heads it out for a throw-in. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot less highlights now. I was going to say, I saw a lot of highlights. Eric Dyer's looking very tired. On comes Wanyama. Walker is also looking tired and on a booking. We're going to put Alderweireld out there and bring on Vertonghen. And finally, we'll bring on Moussa Dembele for Vincent Janssen and play Moussa Dembele a little bit further forward. So yeah, make our 3 substitutions at once. But doesn't really matter. Ericsson now with the ball in towards Rose. Comes up to Costa, who clears to Alderweireld. Alderweireld loses it to Costa. What were you doing there, Toby? And now Diego Costa coming forward, but he does really badly and can only find a very, very, very poor shot. I'm actually going to change that. I'm going to put Dele Alli up at cam and put Dembele back into central midfield as Belotti finds Lamela. the ball. Wanyama on the ball now, just came on. Dele Alli, Dembele through to Belotti. Belotti hits the shot. Courtois, who has done very well so far for Chelsea, does a well again there and saves from Ali. No, was it from Ali? Might be from Ali. Anyway, no, it's Belotti, wasn't it? Alderweireld now on the ball. Finds Lamela, who gets the first time ball in, but it's blocked. Lamela on the ball again, but Alonso wins it back and clears. But with 2 minutes left, we're looking good. But here comes Hazard, as I say that, and he hits the shot well wide. Lloris now with the goal kick. Eriksen heads it on towards Dembele. David Luiz, who's looking very tired, as is Hazard, actually, I noticed before. But yeah, he cuts it out. Ivanovic now with the ball in. Did that just go out for a goal kick? No, it didn't. It's a corner with 2 minutes left of injury time. Eden Hazard with the ball in. Dembele with the front post header. Comes back out to Hazard though, and Rose blocks. Dembele clear it. Jimenez out to Lamela. Lamela. Let's just end the highlight and let's end the game. However, it's not over as David Luiz gets a long throw. Comes back to David Luiz, who rattles the crossbar and it goes up for a goal kick. 10 seconds left now, and it looks like we have won, and we have. Chelsea 1, Tottenham 2. We have managed to get a very probably undeserved victory. Well done, lads. Really good win for us. Let's look at the stats. Yeah, it was fairly even, but I think we've got away with that one. Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen with our goals. Hazard getting their goal, and we round off the episode with a win. Sorry about the comprehensive highlights, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. If you have, smash the like button. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I've been the FM Gaffer, and I'll see you guys next time.